What about you? And today we're going to have a wee look at these endoscopes, inspection cameras for a couple of different types. Just a recent purchase there, the Autel, that works on the PC and the Autel, and we'll have this one here as well. Right, this wee boy here, I bought this a while ago. At the time, the only people that were making these endoscopes were Snap-on, and that's all you could really get. And this is a wee sort of cheap make in one of them budget sort of shops. I'm sure you'll recognise the name there, and I have the receipt, so I know it was bought in 2013, and that's the price of it there, $69.99. And I bought a bicycle lamp and some white rolls, some Lucozade, and some grated cheese with it as well while it was there, just to keep me going. So this wee number here, it's a wee tiny screen, battery powered, 4 AA batteries go into it, and you press that button there and there's the wee screen, so we can wave at you there with that, and that's the endoscope light there. Now when I bought this, I haven't really used this because it's not very good. The resolution of the screen isn't very good. The screen's very small, and some of the wee attachments you get with it, you're not going to stick that down into a cylinder. You're really not. Look at that. The fear of that coming off is just no way. The other thing about it is this cord is really stiff. It is designed to sort of stay where it is, but it is just too stiff, and it's too big and bulky as well. And yeah, so moving swiftly on, we'll look at the other ones that we have here. Is a wee cheap Chinese jobby. It's taped to a brake light or a brake pipe, and it's just a bit of wire. It has no rigidity to it whatsoever. You can dim it on there, and you can press that button and take a snapshot, which doesn't work on the laptop for some reason, but this works on the Microscope, and there's a few LEDs on there as well. But I think that you can buy them on eBay for a $5. They are for nothing. So I just bought that to just for curiosity's sake more than anything. So my latest acquisition is this Autel make digital inspection camera, and I have elected the two different types. I've elected to go for this MV108. As you can see there, the MV105 5.5 millimeters imager head and 8.5 millimeters for the 108. So the 108 has a bigger sized end on it, bigger sized camera. They both have the same lead on them there. You get them with that mirror attachment and a very small magnetic pickup and like a wee hook thing. But what I'm interested in is this mirror to see if we're losing the image, to see if we can look at valves and stuff. That's a wee mirror there that comes with that one. So that screws on to the end of it with threads there. Okay, I think you can see that. Okay, and they all work on the laptop as well as the Microscope. So if we look at the data sheet for this Autel here, we can see the two big differences: 8.5 millimeter head, 5.5. But here's the thing: the resolution of the 108 is 640 by 480, and the resolution of the 105 is 320 by 240. So that's half the resolution of that. And it's the smaller head on. So I was going to buy the 5.5 one initially. They're both about the same price as far as I could see. You have the choice. You can either go for the 5 or the 8, and they're both about 50 quid. Bought it on eBay, came in a couple of days, no problem at all. And £50, quite a substantial thing for the money. Now I thought I was quite impressed. It's quite a beefy, robust unit, And there's some sellers on eBay, if you buy one of the higher end scan tools from Autel, they'll throw that in as a free gift. But what I do like about it, and what I was impressed, was the cord. The cord is rigid, but it's not too stiff. It's not too stiff, so you can actually maneuver it and control it a lot better than the other flexible cord from the wee handheld thing that I bought 6 years ago. And we're going to have a wee look at it on the laptop. We're going to have a wee look to see if it's any good at picking up tracks, and we're going to have a look at it on the laptop, and we're going to stick it down the cylinder in the Alpha and have a wee look at it on the Autel. So we'll get that set up on the camera here. Right, we're going to give this handheld thing a wee go here first of all, and I hope there's not much too reflectance there on the screen. So as I say, the thing about this is because it's so rigid, you can't really steer it very well, if that makes sense. You may think that it would be better if it's rigid, but it's just so rigid you can't. There's the top of the piston. You get too close and it's totally out of focus. So you need to draw it back a right bit. Now, I'm not going to put the wee mirror on it. I know that it's not going to work. It's not going to be great on the wee mirror. So that's the top of the piston. You're not really seeing an awful lot. You go too close, it's just a complete blur, and you take it out. And there's what I was saying about, that's the cylinder. That's me sort of at the top of the cylinder, just in the spark plug hole. It's completely dark because the wee that's me coming out of the spark plug hole. So the wee light on it just isn't good, and it's not bad there, but that's because there's external light, you know. So yeah, that's me coming out. Let's see if I can draw it out. And yeah, there we are. There's the filler cap. So yeah, I think you get the idea there. The wee thing's too wee, so that's me holding it there. I thought it was a good wee tool because it's handheld and portable and all that, but for going down a cylinder, and you put it into a door or down in the engine bay, as soon as it gets dark, you just can't see anything. So that's that. As I say, seemed like a good idea at the time, but it's not much good. Okay, moving on to the next one. So here we have our wee £5 eBay job taped onto a bit of brake pipe, and it's on the MaxiSys there. Okay, so there's the battery, and you can see that it's very sort of jerky, and as I move it about. So it's as if it's sort of not quick enough to get the data in. So, okay, now you can actually you can actually dim it with that, and you can take a picture. So there's that. There's the fuel cap, and that's saved the image up in the corner there. And you can just go on to that again. So you see how sort of jerky it is. It struggles to keep up, and you can dim the wee light there on it. So we're going to keep the wee light as bright as we can, and we're going to go into this. We're going to go into the spark plug hole. So where's the spark plug hole? We're going to, as you get close to something, it just goes out of focus. And here we go, down in, and that's the top of the piston. And again, once you get close, well, I'm actually touching the piston there, I can feel it deadening out. So yeah, okay, so I can feel it deadening out, and there is the top of a pretty clean piston, I must say. And we're out of the spark plug hole. So I'm just going to put the wee mirror on there and show you what the crack is with that. So when I have a wee mirror on the end of it there, and that's threaded on, so I'm quite content that it isn't going to fall off into the cylinder or anything like that. Or I hope the wee mirror doesn't fall off anyway, because I'll not be able to retrieve it. Well, not with a magnet anyway. So we're going to go into the cylinder. It is, you can see it there, some sort of image on the Maxi-Cis, and we're going to go down into the hole, and I am hitting the bottom of the piston. We can see absolutely sweet nothing, and I'm having to move it about to guide it back out of the hole again, so it's catching on my on the tape and stuff. So yeah, so here we are on the Autel. Autel's plugged into the Autel, and there's no wee mirror or any attachments on it there at the moment. So we're going to shove that in, and you can see right away what that image is like there, guys. It's absolutely crystal. So you can see the wee lines in the spark plug well there, and you see bits of dirt, and that is a vast improvement. That is usable. The other two were not. So the other two were a waste of money, but as I say, the one I bought in 2013, the wee power fix one, is really all there was available at the time, apart from snap-on. So there's the top of the piston, and as I'm getting closer, it's able to focus. Now you get too close, it just goes out of focus because I'm really sort of resting on it. So that's the top of the piston, and we can sort of move it about. And what I can do is I can sort of rotate the camera around there. I can move it about as well, because that lead is, it's not too stiff, and it's not the other way with the wee cheapie that you have to tape a bit of brake like to it. It's more or less uncontrollable. So I'm going to stick a wee mirror on it now. Okay, that's the Autel with a wee mirror on it. Now, one thing about it is you can't get that mirror clean at all. It picks up every wee speck there, and I'm doing that with my finger, like, but you can see all them sort of specks on it there. But anyway, we'll stick this down and see what happens. I don't know why is that. I just can't get that dirt off at all. Right, okay, we'll stick this down and see what happens. Right, okay, so this is the upper side of our, there's our spark plug threads, and there is a valve. So what I can do, this is flexible enough, I can actually spin the mirror around here. Okay, I can spin the mirror around, hopefully. I need to give that mirror a good cleaning. But there is, that's in it. That must be an exhaust valve there. Okay, let's have a look here. Yeah, so I'm gonna go take it around this way. Take it in, so you can guide it a lot easier than the other two. Actually, that's an inlet valve. There's a GDI engine. So I think we'll be doing a wee GDI clean on this car here of mine. Because look at that, on the back of that, that's an inlet valve. I'm just checking the orientation of the mirror, and it's pointing towards me, so it's pointing towards the inlet manifold. So that's them there. Yeah. So we'll go on down a bit further. We can see the cylinder wall there. So the only other wee thing about the Autel there, whenever I'm having this run on the Autel, is because there's no VCI connected to it, it knocks off, it goes into standby, but I can probably adjust that. The other thing I can do is I can go into there and record it. So that is recording what I'm doing there. So that'll be saved on the SD card as a file, or I can come out of there, go into the camera and take a picture of that. Unfortunately, camera is stopped. There you go. So when you go into the Autel, you need to go on that digital inspection icon that's on the MaxiSys. But you can use this on a laptop, and I'm going to show you that on a laptop here. Now, the other wee thing that we'll maybe note, guys, what I've discovered with this Autel, I have this Autel plugged in. There's only a couple of feet of USB cable. I put an amplified USB extension, and it didn't work. It just wouldn't. The screen was just blank. So yeah, it didn't seem to like it. But it works. It works on the laptop with a USB extension. Okay, so I don't know whether it's something to do with the power output of the USB, external USB on the Autel, but yeah, look at the clarity of that. So we'll just get that wire out of the way. So the difference in those cameras is vast. You know, that's the inside of the spark plug tube. And if I can hold it steady, we can see. That's not the cylinder now, guys. That's not the cylinder. That's the inside of the spark plug hole. As I go on down, that's the threads for the spark plug there. And then there we are down into the valves again. Alright. So I could set the laptop in the engine bay and use it. It does work on the laptop, but not with a USB extension. Okay. Right, so we're going to look at this PCB. That's a power supply board out of a TV, and we're going to have a wee look, see if it's any use. You could use it as a sort of like a microscope if you're looking for solder, cracks in solder and stuff like that. And there we go, a wee bit too close, and we can, it gets so I'm holding it about 1 centimeter off the PCB there. And we can look at the resistors, and that's shakiness is my hand there as I'm moving it about. So you could use it as that. It's quite clear, but the thing I like about it is it's able to focus, whereas the other ones just can't focus. I'll maybe just put that wee cheap one on the laptop. I'd like to see that on the PCB. Right, we have our wee cheap eBay jobby here, and it's connected to the laptop. And there we go. We're upside down on the wall. We're shining it on the wall now. Alfa Romeo. So we'll have a look at this PCB sitting beside us. Incidentally, I was using the Autel on a USB, amplified USB extension lead there, just for handiness. But as I say, that doesn't seem to work on the MaxiSys. So yeah, you see how jerky that is there? It's freezing. You know, I'm just holding this steady with my hand. And yeah, it's not able to do it at all here. So it's going now. So I'm holding that a good inch off that PCB, and if I go in any further, we'll go on that wee number there. If I go in any further, it just goes out of focus, and that is, it's just a blur there of that solder pin. And if I draw it out, draw it back again, it's hard to keep up with the frame rate there. And yeah, it's starting to jerk about and freeze again. So they're starting to go again. So I'll just take out wee USB extension on, see if that's making any difference. It seems to help a wee bit not being on the USB extension there, but it's still jerky and it's out of focus and it's no good. So right guys, if you're looking for an endoscope, and it'll also double up as like a microscope for looking at tracks for you, forget about all this cheap stuff. You're wasting your money. So that Autel, I'm very happy with it. 50 quid, it's cheaper than the one that I bought. It's cheaper than the one that I bought those years ago, and didn't really use it, as I said, and yeah. So there we go. Well, this is the wee cheap one now. So you can see how blurred it gets, and there's a bit of rag on the car there, and that's the engine. So yeah, it just doesn't keep up, you know, and when you get too close, it goes away out of focus. So there you go. Not much good. Those it boils down to everything. You get what you pay for. But for 50 quid, that Autel is, I can recommend that. So hope you enjoyed the vid. Many thanks for watching, as ever. And thanks for all the comments. Thanks for everything. And all the best. I hope you enjoyed it, and good luck, and bye-bye.